What's up, racers? Welcome back to the channel. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about a CSR2 method that's supposed to give players extra gold and cash. According to the posts and videos I've seen, it's quick, works on both Android and iPhone, and doesn't require anything complicated. But if you've played mobile racing games for a while, you know claims like that don't always live up to the hype. So I decided to test it myself and record the entire process. Did anything actually change on my CSR2 account, or was it all just talk? Let's jump in and see what happened. Before trying anything, I wanted to check my account so I could compare the results later. After checking everything, I started following the instructions that were being shared online. The first thing I needed was my player ID. You probably know that every account has its own unique ID. I opened the profile section and found mine within a few seconds. Since it's an important part of the process, I made sure to save it before moving on. Nothing unusual here so far. Pretty standard. So I opened my browser and went to the site people kept mentioning. First impression. Pretty simple layout, nothing too complicated going on. It looked like it was built for mobile users, with just a few basic steps on the screen. I searched for CSR2, picked the option that matched, and moved on to the page that was supposedly tied to in-game resources. At that point, I was just curious to see if it would actually lead anywhere or not. After that, I was asked to enter a few account details. The main thing required was the player ID that I had copied earlier. There was also an option to select the platform I was playing on. Once everything was filled in correctly, I continued to the next screen. The site then displayed a loading animation and started showing various connection messages. It looked like the system was processing something in the background. Of course, whether any of that was actually happening is impossible to know just by looking at the screen. A few moments later, I reached the section where I could choose the amount of resources. There were several different options available. For the purpose of this test, I selected one of the larger amounts because it would be easier to notice if anything changed later. After making the selection, I continued and waited for the process to finish. The loading screen ran for a little while before moving on to the final stage. Before the process could be completed, there was one more requirement. The site asked for a verification step. This seems to be pretty common with sites that make these kinds of claims. I'd already completed this step while preparing to record the video, so I won't be doing it again. I followed the instructions and completed the process. So, let's skip to the most interesting part, the final result, and see what would happen. All right, here's the part everyone's waiting for. Once everything was done, I closed the browser and jumped back into CSR2. First thing I did was check my account and open up my gold and cash balance. And surprisingly, the numbers were already updated right away. No restarting the game, no waiting for anything to sync. It just showed up instantly. Honestly, that's the moment that caught me off guard the most. And that's the complete test. Now, you've seen the full test from beginning to end, so you can make your own opinion about it. If you've ever tried something similar before, let me know your experience in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear whether your results were different. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more mobile gaming hack tests and experiments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.